Referee Goff gets us underway through the boot of white. It is Keebra Park leading the way here at Dairy Farmers Stadium in the Queensland Final. 16 points to 6, all to do for Kerwin, and that is Francis Vakiso. 45 out from the Keebra Park line from Barty. Here they go through Cody Jang. They keep the ball alive. Norford himself, it's the last, keeps the ball alive to Pomer Anderson, and he runs into 4 of them. The 4 brought to ground, and it'll be changeover. Jason Tamalalo. There's Rapati, unmistakable with the hairdo.
You can't miss him, Ken. He's been impressive off the bench. He's like a pinball.
Yeah, he certainly makes himself a target, as does Sione Akulo's had some impact off the bench as well. And there's a
Cooper Parter set in the long shift. Watch out for Kahu.
Powell to White. White goes himself. White all the way, White.
Watch out for White.
Watch out for White, all right. Goes over the white stripe. And it's more points for Kibra. As we said, normally a back rower, and he played like that time. Showed to go wide, ran himself in those big grasshopper arms. 20 points to 6.
Yeah, they're lined out wide. He's got the Kerwin defence stretched. And there he is, the 5'8 again, White. He's been outstanding today. Just shows and goes, reaches out and plants the ball over. He's been impressive, Danny White. As you've said, a former back rower playing 5'8.
He doesn't go back, doesn't give himself a lot of room with his kicks. 1-2, boom it is, and that one is straight over the post, or straight over the crossbar rather, and extending the lead. 22 points to 6. He's out wide at the moment. Will they do something out there? Yes, they do. They go straight to him, as Andrew thought. Jinx one way, Jinx the other. Is a big mobile back rower, Jason Tamalalo, and he's brought down eventually. Is he brought down? Yes, he is, with Sam. Oh, massive forwards. They're all big, aren't they? This is Beto. Beto gets it to Brandon Tago, and he's the biggest bloke in the side. He's off the bench, and he's out there now. He is signed with the Roosters. Look out for him. He is huge, this Brendan Tago in jersey 17. Just on the trip to get over the top. And here's White again. Danny White. Still alive. Danny White, he scores. Danny White, he's a big guy, hard to handle. Nathan Norford couldn't bring him to ground, gets one of those big mitts over the line, and they stretch it, Kibra. It is 26-6.
Yeah, his second try for the game, second try for the half. He does it all himself, gets the ball wide and flat. A former back rower, so he's got size and strength, and carries 2 and 3 guys over. Danny White, outstanding today.
Andrew, have you seen a bloke that goes back just 2 paces like Kahu?
The only guy I can compare him to is probably Chris Sando, who kicks for the South Sydney Rabbits, but he takes 3 steps. And you see when he kicks the ball drifts from left to right, when normally for a right footer he would drift from right to left. It's a strange kicking style, but he's kicked well today, except for that shocker he's missed in front. He's kicked from the sideline, so.
Got a bit of ground to catch up, don't they, Kerwin? Danny White has had 2 tries in 10 minutes, and Kibra are in a good position here. This is a cooler. Oh, he's made some impact. He's bumped off a bit of the Kerwin defenders. And he'll play the ball back now to Powell. He gets it to big Tago, big Brandon Tago. Signed with the Roosters, about 115 kilos. There's Rapati, straight down the centre. Runs over the top of Warner to Malalo. Before eventually Beto. Play it back to Powell, and he'll put the left foot kick in. And a pretty good kick that. Joseph Vakiso being run around, but eventually collects it. And he's still on the charge, young Joseph. A good little run, that.
And he stands all the time, one of those real tall, wiry back rowers.
We're on the last, and Christopher Bourne puts the kick up high. Oh, beautifully taken by Kahu, and he takes it on the charge. He'll go the distance, will he? What an outstanding piece of play from the Keebra Park captain, and what a try. That is an outstanding rugby league try from Jordan Kahu for Keebra Park.
Oh, we've sung his praises all afternoon. A young guy who looks to have a huge future. Athletic, but look at the courage he shows here. He goes forward and attacks the ball. And then look at him in open space. What a beautiful mover. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of this young guy in the future in the NRL. Signed by the West Tigers. But an outstanding try. Showed it all. But especially a lot of courage to attack that bomb.
And what a try. Absolutely take your breath away. This is Jordan Kahu. And simple as you like, he adds the extras on his try. And Keebra Park, it's been a display, 32-34 points to 6 over Kerwin. McCullum there with the kick to get us underway after one of the best tries I know I've ever seen at this level. That was just a wonderful piece of play from the fullback.
I just want to talk about his kicking style, Jordan Carr, who it's a unique style. Here we go,
hang
Tim,
on,
back
Jay.
to you.
That was, again, big Mosesi for Tuiaka.
Where he only takes 2 steps back and 2 steps across. You see the short run up here. To do this style of kicking, you must have incredible power in your legs to generate that much length on the kick. Now, that ball's from the sideline, and it goes dead on the floor. So that's around a 45 to 50-metre kick. It just goes to show the power this young guy has in his thighs. An outstanding athlete.
That is one of the best schoolboy tries we've seen too, wasn't it?
Well, it just had it all. It had skill to get in the clear, but I like the courage to attack the ball. Never took his eye off the ball. He looks a real player.
Bourne works the scrum for Kerwin. To Norford. Shows to go inside and gets the ball eventually to Fui Moana, and he's pulled down by his opposition number, Kahu. There's Norford from dummy half. Oh, beautiful ball! Norford to Abdul Rahman, and there's a great little 4-pointer for Kerwin, and they worked that well. It was a set play, Kerwin, and they are on the board again, 34 points to 10.
Yeah, Kerwin High School is probably their best player today. The young hooker gets out, shapes long. This is beautiful ball playing, and puts young Abdul Rahman in for a try. That's what you want from your ball players. When they do a tackle on, if they go right into the line, to play short. And that's what the young man did.
Oh, he gets it across. He hasn't been convincing with either of his kick, but we won't look at the photos. He's got them both. There's the score. Kibra 34, Kerwin 12. A little over 7 minutes to go in the Queensland Final of the Arrive Alive Cup. And the ball's with Bourne, who gets it to young Francis Vaquiso, the truck. He charges and he takes a full freight load with him up to the 30. That tackle. Both sides. Norford to Vaquiso, big Francis. Eventually wrapped up by Rapati. They certainly haven't turned it up of Kerwin. Goes back to Bourne, to Rahman. Rahman jinks one way, goes himself the other before eventually being tackled by Rapati. Norford, Tamalalo, charges his strong man. Eventually held up in the field of play. He'll play the ball back to Norford on the last to Rahman. Rahman with a little chip kick. Will he get it? No. He was close.
Situation well. Just dribbled the ball in goal to get a repeat. The try was on. A desperate defence by the number 5 there. Gage Napier saves the day.
Norford goes himself, but too many defenders that side. Is he still going? I said too many defenders. I went off a bit early. Outstanding run from Norford, and he actually gets across the line. A few players fell off him. Here's their charge from Kerwin. It is 34-16.
I think Keebra Park were waiting for this young man to get a dummy half. He's been Kerwin's best player all day. The hooker, young Nathan Norford. He showed skill, but there he shows his strength to carry 3 much bigger guys over for a try.
Maybe a little too late, but they certainly haven't given up. And not an attractive kick, but it doesn't really matter how it looks. He got the points over the bar. It went 34-18, Kibra over Kerwin. As for Kerwin, Norford in at dummy half to Bourne. Bourne to Jang. Jang runs infield. Eventually he's brought to ground, but keeps the ball alive through Norford. Norford to Hanari Wells, and Hanari, not much of him, and he gets thrown into touch. Tried valiantly to stay in play. Norford to dummy half, to Rahman. Rahman with the long ball, oh, straight into seat 16 here at Dairy Farmers. This will be the last play of the game. It's Kibra, they lead 34 points to 18, and Michael Kai takes the tackle. We might know you'll get one more play. No, we won't. And that's full time in the Queensland Final here of the Arrive Alive Cup. A win for Keebra Park, a convincing win. They've travelled up all the way from the Gold Coast and they have beaten Kerwin 34-18. Some great players there this afternoon. There's Andrew John's best, Jordan Carr, who he has quite a future, not only with the Tigers, but in this competition. They're through to the semi-finals. Kibra beating Kerwin here. Until next time on Channel 9's Wide World of Sports and the Arrive Alive Cup, it's bye for now.